Hi guys, welcome back. Today we are going to learn how to estimate answers to calculations. We've got 4 success criteria, and the first one is to be able to round numbers to significant figures. So rounding is when you make a number simpler but keep it close to what it was. So for the rules of rounding, for 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, we round down, and 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, we round up. So if we want to round 2,456 to one significant figure, the first significant figure is 2, the second significant figure is 4, the third significant figure is 5, and the fourth significant figure is 6. So the first significant figure is 2, so we're either going to round it down to 2,000 or up to 3,000. If we put a line behind the 2, the next number after the line tells us whether we round up or down. And because it's a 4, that means we round down. So we round it down to 2,000. For this question, I want to round this number to 2 significant figures. Well, the first significant figure is 2. The second significant figure is the 3. And the third significant figure is the 8. When 0 appears at the start of the number, it's not a significant figure. It's only a significant figure when it appears within the number. So 2 is the first significant figure, and 3 is the second significant figure. So we're either going to round it down to 0.0023, or we round it up to 0.0024. If we put a line behind the second significant figure, and the next number after the line tells us whether we round up or down. Because it's 8, that means we round up. So we round it up to 0.0024. This time, we want to round this number to one significant figure. So the first significant figure is the 6. So we put a line behind the 6, and we look at the next number after the line, which is a 1, which means we round down. So we keep the number as 0.06. Here are some questions for you to try. Pause the video, and when you're ready to mark your work, press play. Here are your answers. So there's your green answers, and there's your amber answers. And now we've completed success criteria 1. So now we're going to move on to number 2, and this is to use rounding to estimate answers to calculations. So estimate is to make a calculated guess at an answer. So if we want to estimate 328 times 2.6, which would be a better calculation to use? 330 times 3 or 300 times 3? Which would give us a more accurate answer? Well, the closer the numbers are to the original numbers, the more accurate our answer is. If we want to estimate an answer to 4.56 times 17.29, if we gave the actual answer to this in a test, we get it wrong, because the question is asking us to estimate. So we need to show that we can round to one significant figure and then estimate an answer. So we round each number to one significant figure. So 4.56 rounds up to 5, and 17.29 rounds up to 20. So an estimated answer would be 5 times 20, which is 100. Here's another example. Again, we need to round each number to one significant figure. So 2,812 rounds up to 3,000, and 5.099 rounds down to 5. So we do 3,000 divided by 5, which is 600. So that's our answer. Here are some questions for you to have a go at. Pause the video, and when you're ready to mark your work, press play. Here are your answers. So there's your green answers. And there's your amber answers. And now we've completed success criteria 2. So now we're going to move on to number 3, and this is to use rounding to estimate answers involving fractions and roots. So if we want to estimate the answer to the square root of 84 to one decimal place, we need to think which square numbers is 84 between. So the square number that's just below 84 is 81, and the next square number after 84 is 100. Now 81 is 3 away from 84, and 100 is 16 away from 84. The square root of 81 is 9, and the square root of 100 is 10. So our answer is going to be in between 9 and 10. Now because 84 is 3 away from 81, and 84 is 16 away from 100, our answer needs to be closer to 9 than it is to 10. So the square root of 84 is approximately 9.1. Here's a question for you to have a go at. Pause the video, and when you're ready to see what you should have done, press play. So here we want to estimate the square root of 109. So we think of the square number that's below 109, which is 100, and the square number above 109, which is 121. 100 is 9 away from 109, and 121 is 12 away from 109. The square root of 100 is 10, and the square root of 121 is 11. So our answer needs to be in between 10 and 11. Now 109 is closer to 100 than it is to 121. So our answer needs to be closer to 10 than it is to 11. So the square root of 109 can be approximately 10.4. This time we want to estimate the cube root of 41. So we need to think about which cube numbers is 41 in between. So the cube number below 41 is 27, and the cube number above 41 is 64. 27 is 14 away from 41, and 64 is 23 away from 41. The cube root of 27 is 3, and the cube root of 64 is 4. So our answer is going to be in between 3 and 4. And because 41 is closer to 27 than it is to 64, our answer needs to be closer to 3 than it is to 4. So the cube root of 41 is 3.4 approximately. Here are some questions for you to have a go at. Pause the video, and when you're ready to mark your work, press play. Here are your answers. So there's your green answers, and there's your amber answers. For this question, we want to estimate 9.56 times 7.3 over 9.58. So again, we round each number to one significant figure. So 9.56 rounds up to 10. 7.3 rounds down to 7. And 9.58 rounds up to 10. Remember to round each number to just one significant figure. Then we can work out 10 times 7 is 70. And then we need to divide that by 10. So 70 divided by 10 is 7. So an estimated answer is 7. This time, we want to estimate 4.93 times 76.3 over 0.205. So again, we round each number to one significant figure. So it becomes 5 times 80 over 0.2. Now 5 times 80 is 400, and we need to divide that by 0.2. Now the way to divide that by 0.2 is if we times both numbers by 10, that gets rid of the decimal on the bottom. So instead, we can do 4,000 divided by 2. Make sure you times both numbers by 10. And 4,000 divided by 2 is 2,000. So our estimated answer is 2,000. Here's a question for you to have a go at. Pause the video, and when you're ready to see what you should have done, press play. So this time we want to estimate an answer to 8.83 times 6.3 over 0.015. So we round each number to one significant figure. That's 9 times 6 over 0.02. 9 times 6 is 54, and we need to divide that by 0.02. So to get rid of the decimal on the bottom of the fraction, I can times it by 100. And I need to do the same to the top. So I get 5,400 over 2. So 5,400 divided by 2 is 2,700. Here are some questions for you to have a go at. Pause the video, and when you're ready to mark your work, press play. Here are your answers. So there's your green answers, there's your amber answers, and there's your red answers. The greens made elephant, the ambers made giraffe, and the reds made tiger. And now we've completed success criteria 3. So now we're going to move on to number 4, and this is to apply rounding to worded problems. So in a school, there are 390 pupils. Each child pays £4.99 for their tie. The school get 1/4 of the money back from the company. So work out an estimate for how much money the school will get. So because we want to work out an estimate, we need to round our numbers. So 390 pupils and £4.99, and the school gets 1/4. So we can round the number of pupils in the school to 400. We can round the amount that they pay to £5. So the total payment is 400 times 5. So that's £2,000. Now the school gets 1/4 of this money back from the company. So to find 1/4 of something, we divide it by 4. So £2,000 divided by 4 is £500. So an estimate for how much money the school will get is £500. Here are 2 questions for you to have a go at. Pause the video, and when you're ready to mark your work, press play. Here are your answers. So for the green question, we work out the area of the garden, make sure we round each number to one significant figure. So the garden is approximately 18 square meters. Each pack covers 4 square meters approximately. So the number of packs we need are 18 divided by 4. So we need 4.5 packs, but we can't buy 4.5 packs, so we round that up to 5. Now the cost of a pack, we can round up to £4, and we need 5 packs. 5 packs will cost approximately £20. In the amber question, so the maximum weight, we can round to 400 kilograms. The weight of a box, we can round to 30 kilograms. And the number of boxes per trip would be 400 divided by 30. So that's 13.3 recurring, which we have to round down to 13. So the number of times she's going to have to make this trip would be 32 divided by 13, which will be 2.4. So she's going to need to make the trip 3 times. And now we've completed success criteria 4. So now that we've completed the last success criteria, it's time to end the video. Hope you enjoyed it and hope you found it useful. Make sure to like and subscribe, and be sure to check out the other videos on the rest of the channel. I'll see you next time. See ya.